Hello and welcome back to another episode of King Arthur Knight's Tale. My name is Ike and this is the blind playthrough on the hardest difficulty for the very end game. And today I think we have our first boss battle. The King Brass is here. King Brass is a Fomorian king, and we're bringing, of course, the weakest team. Because I immensely enjoy trying to make them work. I tinkered a little bit with their assets, so let's see if their new setup is actually going to work out well, and if we can get through the dungeon. Wait, what? Oh, we're immediately fighting King Gross.
Orders?
That's interesting. So what does the guy have? Single melee attack, 2x2, cleave, earth bash, deals cone-shaped area damage, bone cage, okay, 3x3 area and knockdown, weakness for 2 turns, and all of the target cooldowns need to be recharged. Ugh, that is nasty. Reinforcements and Cyclops Ray. Ignites the ground and deals 40 points of damage. He generally hits hard. 2,000, 4,000 hit points and 100 armor.
I fight for honor.
And no one knows if this is even his final form.
At your service, my lord. Fire and steel.
How about we're moving a tiny throw here. Just remove some armor. And we're going on one side with Pelias. And on the other side with Lancelot. Yeah, he's... we can't really slow him. Couple more armor breaks and we should be good. $45. Ooh, he hits both. He's not hauntable. Okay, let's do this so that everybody has a few more AP. We're removing armor.
So many offerings.
Bedivere is hiding over here.
Your orders? Charge!
And thanks to the hunter talent, we can make quite a few shots. And that really should be it for now.
I took a hit. Oh. Just a flesh
Ooh, wow,
wound.
Lancelot takes
I fight for
quite a
honor.
bit of a hit. Not just a hit. Very nice. Removes 40 armor. That's
so many
fantastic.
offerings. Your command? What is your command?
Alright, Bedivere moves in. Strike, strike. Strike, strike. Hides out next turn, blessed potion.
Your
And we're
orders?
good. 1, 2, 3. We need to get the works down as well.
Survived worse. For the round table.
Bone prison, interesting.
Your orders?
Alright, bone prison down.
Charge!
2 further attacks. What are you going to do? Well, for starters, attack all of them.
Fire and steel.
More bleeding, and we're hiding.
For king and country.
I mean, look. This is definitely a way to go. To just let him stay over here. And he deals decent damage with his Frost Aura. These works are almost down. That was in the wrong direction, my dude.
Your
Orcs
command.
heal themselves. And then
Your
realize
command.
they've been attacking the wrong guy the whole time. Pelias needs
For
more
king and
armor.
country.
Very good. Good.
What is your
Very good.
command?
Moves back. Hides.
For my forefathers. Your orders?
And I still didn't take
So
the blessed
many
potion.
offerings.
What's wrong with you, Syken? You can still take it, but it's a bit ridiculous.
I fight for honor. Charge! You will make it onward.
Good
For
this
my
time.
forefathers.
Here's the blessed potion. Moves to here. Prevents him from making attacks of opportunity.
Your command.
Lancelot charges in. More like Sir charges a lot.
Your command.
One, two. We do attack of we do Overwatch. Hide here.
Your orders.
And a few backstep shots. 1, 2,
Charge!
3, 4, 5. Good job.
For honor.
Alright, taunt everyone.
What is
Get
your
that
command?
thing rolling.
I fight for honor.
1, 2. Hit the cage. Hit it again.
Your command?
Free the cage.
At your service, my lord.
At your service, my lord. Your orders?
For king and country.
Good. And everybody here is slightly frozen / will get and tech if they pass by. Alright, let's go.
For honor.
Nothing serious.
I would have
Your orders?
guessed no one of you ever, if I'd asked you, no one ever would have guessed that Sir Lancelot, of all, is going to be the one that is heavily under fire. It's an absolute shocker, a mystery to everyone, how that
For king
would
and
have happened.
country.
It's the first time ever.
So many offerings. For king and country. For Avalon.
We're down to 1,000 hit points. I think we can take him.
Nothing serious. Keep fighting. Your command. For Avalon.
He, of course, 100%
What
resists
is your
Sublime.
command? For king and country.
At your service, my lord.
For king and country.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or my forefathers. For king and country. Which one should I take?
Down to 3 hit points. Can't believe it.
For king and country.
At your service, my lord.
No.
We fought with honor, brothers.
He bled to death. Yes. Yes. Very good.
Finally, something to plunder.
He bled to death. That was hilarious. Good fight. I like it. A couple of mini bosses. And it's just the right difficulty for this group. If the hero attack would leave a unit below 10% killed, plus 10 damage while outnumbered, movement AP, regain armor. That could be actually something for the Lancy, Sir Lancelot. One-hand weapon, increase rarity. There you go. And the new one, like what is Lancelot wearing? Alright, so the problem is Lancelot's typically already wearing good stuff. He has a potion horn. Yeah, I think we're keeping the potion horn. I think we're keeping the potion horn. Two AP. Ooh, champions, 2 AP to movement AP. Just straight up AP. I mean, this is better than what he's wearing. That's really good. That is really good. The question is, will I be able to afford it? Maybe. Sure. This here was okay as well. Block value, melee attacks, armor piercing. But this is actually quite strong. The area attacks, the Fomorian in particular, it's nice to have that that harder hitting against bigger targets, so that's good. And of course, 2 movement, 2 AP permanently, like that's really solid. I think overall, by the way, I'm making a lot of fun of Sir Lancy, but overall I think he's a nice and well-balanced hero. I actually think he's amongst the better heroes, if you were to ask me. What in this particular party composition he's being left out hanging dry, and that is what makes him, yeah, I would say a bit of a weak point of this part. We have Peters, who has a lot of armor. We have Bedivere, who can turn invis. We have Sir Geraint, who generally is far away and then also dashes away. So high security, like what are they going to go for? Of course it's going to be the other guy in melee. So champions in general, and in this party Lancelot in particular, do have of course the problem that they are going to attract quite a bit of attention, unwanted attention that is. And they're going to get their teeth kicked in. It's really that simple. Good. Balin leveled up. He's now level 23, which means we could theoretically power level the 21s, but that's okay. We're just going to continue with the main team in the leveling theme. So, what does he really need? Another AoE? Hardly. He has everything that he needs. You could reduce defensive cooldown a bit. I wonder what efficiency against plus 50% efficiency for slow and stun effect. I mean, slow on the one hand we do have here, and stun on the other hand we do have there. I think it means you're overcoming enemy resistances. But then again, we're dealing so much damage that there is no resist against just hitting them and killing them. We could do Focus Watch, because that's just a nice little upgrade. We could do more physical buff resist into more hit points, into more vitality. That's also a decent upgrade, like we do have that twice. A little bit more bleeding for bosses. You know what? Let's take that, because why not? And let's reduce the cooldown here, because why not? This is good against bosses. This is also good against bosses where we're not just one clapping them. It's actually good. Decent / good. Merlin. We are going to negate the first incoming spell. That's a given. Either more mental debuff resist. This here also is good, the divine, and the range is also good. So we do have a couple more things with him to take. Straight up -10 from spells. Minor immunity to burning is also good. So those two are fine. I think this here isn't bad either. It's straight up 4/5 points of armor in case he ever gets targeted multiple times. That's actually not bad. And then we can next time get more spell removal and immunity to burning. I think that's a good pick. He's soon going to have then 7 armor. So this base armor basically tripled by just taking that talent. Because, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of armor to begin with. But in all fairness, he also doesn't need too much. Like, he's crazy good already. I mean, we could do a weakness on the ravens. That's okay. Weakness here isn't bad either. Cooldown reduction, you could argue about that as well. You could argue about the Shadow Gate. He just has a lot of skill points at this point. Alright, Lancelot. More AoE damage, I think, is the way to go. That would be Ice Aura, that would be Ice Spikes. Radiance is affected by it as well. Cleave. The other option is to go into damage focus, which, mind you, is also not bad for him. I think that is good as well, so that he can keep up Ice Aura more frequently. Ice Aura really dealt quite a lot of damage and added to his overall damage profile. So I am impressed with how good that contributes. Reduces cooldown is a good idea. That AoE weapon damage we take next turn likely. We could take more armor to keep him safe. More weapon damage for the ice spikes. That's decent, I guess. Do we have a vulnerability? Because if not, then this here isn't bad, because we're doing it quite readily. Also reducing the AP cost isn't bad at all. He does have the problem that he has not enough AP oftentimes, so reducing that is a good idea. Vulnerability is not a bad idea either. We do have 6 potential armor that I can pick up here at this node, getting him to very respectable 34 armor. So that will last him a while. And I always need to think about, like, how can I make him tanky enough to withstand what is happening to him. Extra area damage, 20% more, would push this one up and this one. So I think we're going to go into that actually, because sometimes he's also a damage dealer. And I need to find that fine balance between him not getting his teeth kicked in all the time and also dealing some damage. Bedivere, I think, has done quite a bit of damage actually. Now it's a question of how can he further improve his damage profile. I'm very happy with the AP pickup for the traps. That was good. We also increased the surprise damage. That was equally good. Movement AP when starting hidden. Fantastic, because that allows you to basically for free go in and out. What to do? A little bit more defense, not necessarily the best idea. Like this is 6 hit points or 7. 8 vitality on top of it. The physical debuff resist is nice. It's actually good because then we're taking less slow and so on. But the mental one would be better. I think there isn't that much. The truth is there isn't that much more in the normal course for him to upgrade. So I could go and reduce the AP cost for gas trap. And I could also make enemies slowed within gas. That's not a bad idea. I could improve the shock from the lightning damage, so the shock duration, that is. We still have Thunderbolt, which we haven't used a single time. Making it stun would be a good option. Thinking about why didn't I do that? Because we have no CC, and I'm always kind of complaining, oh, we have no CC, yada yada yada. And then he does have a stun for 1 turn, which is a hard CC on a moderate cooldown. And it's also dealing damage, quite a bit actually. You know what? We're taking it. Which now begs the question, are we going to use shackles with the bear traps, because that is quasi CC as well by removing AP from the targets? Or are we going more into are we leaning more into the trap damage? Because this here is like his normal strike is around 40 points of damage. It's the same as a normal strike. We still have the option to deal 15%, 20% more damage, another 10%. There's a little bit more in the traps that we can do, and it is 1 AP, so it's, if we can pull it off, it deals quite a bit of damage. The other option is that we're just increasing Thunderbolt damage, and that's pretty straight up. We can use it more often. I think we're doing that. 70 points of damage is nothing to sneeze at. It is AP cost of 6, so we're not going to easily afford it, but we could do Thunderbolt into Throwing Dagger and Hide again. And I think Thunderbolt could also benefit from us being hidden. At least I believe so. At least I believe so. There isn't really that much more that we can upgrade, eh? 1 extra injury token, I guess that is something. This is also okay. And the passive 10% vitality isn't bad either. Alright, bit of a shorter mission today. Next time we're going to do the Daughters of Winter. And I'm wondering if I take Team 3 for a spin. I think I don't. We're doing a bit of a switcheroo. Let's heal Sir Lancy. And let's just continue training here. Getting them to higher levels. Prime Team is so strong at the moment. I'd rather let them train than do anything else. And that's really it. That's all I had. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one and see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.